Hey guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to be doing today is we'll be looking at all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Saturday, May 24th. We're going to break down all 16 of our matchups today. We do again have a Boston Red Sox doubleheader. We're going to look over every single game, look at the teams, the rosters, the lineup, the pitching staffs, try to predict the outcome for every single one of our games today, who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final score might be. We'll also take an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. If you're a baseball fan, this is the place. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to join one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below. You can sign up there. We would definitely appreciate it. If you have any comments, do you agree, disagree, drop your comments below. I will make sure to respond to every single one of them. We're going over every game this entire season. We also have all the other news going on in the sports world. We had the NFL draft just happened. Spring football for college football. We have the transfer portal stuff going on. Once the football season starts, we also go over every game that entire season as well. The predictions, the best bets. If you're a sports fan, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. So we have 16 games in total with that doubleheader. Doubleheaders are crazy. The Red Sox, again, their second game got pushed back to this day, so we're going to have a doubleheader between the Orioles and the Red Sox. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get started running through these games right now. And our very first game is actually going to be game one of our doubleheader at 1:05 p.m. on Fox Sports 1 or the MLB Network. We have the 16-33 Baltimore Orioles versus the 26-26 Boston Red Sox. They've been hovering around 500 the entire season, coming off of basically curb stomping the Orioles in game one, but game two was postponed. That's what we're going to have here. Right now, the Red Sox, a 60.6% chance to win this one. The Orioles, a 39.4% chance to win. Boston's 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 9.5. Boston, they're minus 120. The Orioles are plus 110. Keep your eye on the spread. This is the spread as of me making this game, but the lines could completely change by the time that we get to actual the starting of the game tomorrow. Because don't forget, this is a doubleheader. Weird things happen on doubleheaders, and whatever happens game one, prepare for the complete opposite to happen in game two. Right now, Baltimore, they're averaging 3.8 runs a game, 232 average, 56 home runs, 26 steals, getting up 5.45 runs per game. Pitching has been awful this season. One thing they have, though, they have a lot of power, some young players. They just got to get that offense on track to fully be able to capitalize on that because they give up a lot of runs. They got to score some runs. Fenway, very difficult place to play for the road team. The Red Sox, very balanced on offense. 4.7 runs a game, 252 average, 62 home runs, 50 steals. Very aggressive on the bases, and they have a lot of power. They can beat you multiple ways. Pitching starting to pitch a lot better, 4.03 runs per game. Looking at the starting pitchers for this game, only Zach Eflin has been announced as of right now, but obviously that's going to change as we get closer to game time, and that could also change the spreads here. Right now, Zach Eflin, 3-2 record, 5.08 ERA, 28.1 innings, 17 strikeouts, only 3 walks, though, in 6 starts. That's not bad there. No matter who pitches for the Red Sox, they're going to be the favorites. They have the better starting rotation. They have the better bullpen. I'm going to be siding with the Red Sox to win this game, but you got to keep your eye on the doubleheader. This depletes the bullpens really quickly. Could be a long reliever game, but I trust the Red Sox relievers over the Orioles. Could be the Red Sox to win it to cover the spread. And I'm actually going to go with the under this very first game. And then at 2:10 p.m., we're going to have a AL Central versus AL Central matchup. The 28-23 Kansas City Royals. The fact that they're 28-23 with a very inept offense just shows how good the pitching has been. Pitching has been top 3 in baseball this season. They'll be facing off first the 27-22 Minnesota Twins. Twins 3 weeks ago, 7-8 games under 500. They fought their way all the way back. They're now 5 games over 500. Props to them. Props to the coaching staff. Props to the team. Right now, the Twins 51.1% chance to win this one. KC a 48.9. That's practically a 50-50 here. Twins are 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 7.5. So Vegas respects the pitching for both teams. Right now, Kansas City plus 105. Minnesota is minus 125. KC, with their offense, only 3.4 runs a game. They got to find some way to generate some runs. 245 average, 32 home runs, 41 steals, but they're giving up 3.03 runs per game. Like I just said, that is top 3 in baseball. But Minnesota's right there with them. They're averaging 4.1 runs a game, 242 average, 45 home runs, 27 steals. They're giving up 3.28 runs per game. It's not top 3, but it's top 5 or 6 right now. You definitely can't complain about that. For the Twins, they have Zebby Matthews going a 12 ERA so far, 0-1 record, but it's only 3 innings. Very, very small sample size, so we really don't have anything to judge him off of yet. And then right now we have the veteran, the consistent veteran, Michael Wacha going for the KC. He can get a win here if he just gets some run support. 3-4 record. record. For his career, 3.75 ERA. This season, 2.86 ERA, 56.2 innings, 43 strikeouts, only 3 home runs in 9 games. This guy is having a great season. If you give him 3 runs, he's going to pull off a win here. I'm going to go with KC pulling off the upset, going with the +1.5, and I'm going to go with the under still in this game. And this next one's actually also going to be a really tough game to call at 2:15 p.m. We had the 26 and 24 Arizona Diamondbacks visiting the 27 and 23 St. Louis Cardinals. Both of these teams have great offenses. Right now, the Diamondbacks 42.7% chance to win this one. St. Louis a 57.3% chance to win. But Arizona is the Vegas favorite here, 1.5 run favorite. So over here is 7.5. The Diamondbacks, they're -105. St. Louis is -115. You can make a case for either one of these teams here to walk away with the win. Right now, the Diamondbacks an elite offense, 5.1 runs a game. 254, 70 home runs. That's top 4 in baseball with the long ball. 44 steals, giving up 4.64 runs per game. They don't have the best pitching, but they can keep up scoring-wise with anyone in baseball. And right now, St. Louis, they are hot scoring-wise on offense. They're hot with their pitching right now. A very hot team. They are on a bit of a streak here, and they're at home in St. Louis. The Cardinals, 4.8 runs a game, 263 average, 0 issues getting guys to score. 47 home runs, 31 steals. We're only giving up 3.73 runs per game. Where this game gets really close is when it comes down to who's going to be pitching on the mound. You have Merrill Kelly going for the Diamondbacks, 5-2 record, 3.26 ERA, 58 innings, 52 strikeouts, only 6 home runs in 9 games. Then you have Matthew Liberatore. What a start to the season for him. For his career, about a 4.1 ERA. This season, he has been on point. 3-3 record, 2.92 ERA, 52 innings, 47 strikeouts, only 8 walks in 9 games, only 2 home runs in 9 games. That's what you want when you're facing a home run team. You want a pitcher that keeps the ball in the ballpark. I can easily see St. Louis winning this. I can easily see the Diamondbacks winning it. I could see it going either way. It's a coin flip. I'm going to go with Arizona to pull off a very close win here, but a 1-run win. So I'm going with the +1.5, and I'll go with the over. And at 4:05 p.m., an under-the-radar really good one, we have the 25 and 26 Milwaukee Brewers versus the 17 and 34 Pittsburgh Pirates. Pittsburgh right now really struggling this season, mainly around their offense. Their offense has been atrocious. It's actually dead last statistically in all of baseball. Pitching's not bad. It's all about the offense. Right now, the Pirates a 50.5% chance to win this one. The Brewers a 49.5% chance to win, but Milwaukee is the Vegas favorite. 1.5 run favorite. 8.5 over under. The Brewers are -105. Pittsburgh is -115. Right now, the Brewers, 0 issues on offense, 4.2 runs a game. That's very solid. 229 average, 41 home runs, 65 steals. Extremely aggressive on the bases. Small market team. They got to find ways to generate runs. That's one thing that they excel at doing. A 4.11 ERA. Pittsburgh, the dead last offense in baseball, 2.9 runs a game, sub-3. That's pretty bad. 218 average, 33 home runs, 51 steals. They got to get some more power. A 3.97 ERA. Pitching has not been the issue. Right now for the Brewers, you have Quinn Priester going, a 1-2 record, 4.66 ERA, 38.2 innings, 25 strikeouts. The thing that stands out about me here, 22 walks in 38.2 innings. That's more than 1 walk every other inning. He's putting a lot of guys on base, but can Pittsburgh take advantage of that and drive some of them in? For the Pirates, they have Mitch Keller going, 1-6 record, a 3.88 ERA, a sub-4 ERA, and he's only 1-6. 58 innings, 48 strikeouts, only 4 home runs. I might be going a little bit on a stretch here, but I'm going to go with the Pirates somehow to score enough runs for once. I'm going with that +1.5, and I'll go with the over. And at 4:05 p.m., a West versus East matchup, the 30 and 21 San Francisco Giants, right now second place in the West, versus the 23 and 28 Washington Nationals. Do not fully judge the Nationals here by the record. Very scrappy team, a lot of very close 1-2 run losses. Right now, the Nationals, they have a 44.7% chance to win. San Francisco, a 55.3% chance to win. The Giants right now, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. San Francisco, they're -145. The Nationals are +120. San Francisco, hot start to the season. They have a great offense. They have extremely good pitching, top 7 overall pitching in baseball. 4.6 runs a game. 236 average, 53 home runs, 25 steals, only giving up 3.34 runs per game. And for the Nationals, the issue with them is not their offense. They also have extremely bad bottom 7 overall pitching. They're averaging 4.3 runs a game, 242 average, 51 home runs, 49 steals, very balanced on offense. But they're giving up 5.24 runs per game. That's 2 runs more per game given up pitching-wise than the San Francisco Giants. That's not a good comparison. Right now for San Francisco, They have Kyle Harrison going 0-0 record, 3.38 ERA, young pitcher, 5.1 innings, 7 strikeouts. Not a bad start to his career. And then you have Jake Irvin going for the Nationals, 3-1 record, 3.88 ERA for his career, 4.2, 60.1 innings, 40 strikeouts. You got to give the nod experience-wise to the Nationals. And I can see the Nationals pulling it off. There's a case to be made there. But I'm actually going to go with San Francisco getting the win, covering the spread, and going with the over. And what a great weekend in baseball. We have another extremely competitive match, but 4:10 p.m. The 28-21 Seattle Mariners, first place in the AL West, versus the 26-24 Houston Astros, second place in the West, slowly closing in on the Mariners. The Mariners need this win. They want to keep a little bit of a buffer here between them and the Astros. Right now, Seattle, 47.5% chance to win this one. Houston, a 52.5%. This is a good pitching matchup. Right now, the Mariners 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 7.5. The Mariners are even. Houston is -120. There's going to be a close game. Seattle, they have a good offense. They have power. They have speed. They have pitching that complement at 4.7 runs a game on average, 236 average, 66 home runs, 47 steals, only giving up 3.62 runs per game. That number slowly coming down. The pitching is getting better as we get deeper into the season, but we know who the Astros are. They've had elite pitching for the last decade. They're an experienced veteran team. And they're going to be having Alvarez at some point, fully healthy, swinging that bat in this lineup. Right now, they're averaging 4 runs a game, 246 average, 45 home runs, 24 steals, giving up 3.48 runs per game. They always have good pitching. For the Mariners, they have Brian Wu going last season, 2.7 ERA. This guy's been on point this year, picking up right where he left off last year, 5-1 record, 2.65 ERA. 57.2 innings, 55 strikeouts, only 8 walks in 9 games. That's less than a walk per game. And then you have Valdez. When this guy's on, he's one of the best pitchers in baseball. Started out the season really sloppy. He's been really good the last 4 to 5 starts, 3-4 record, 3.57 ERA, 63 innings, 59 strikeouts, only 5 home runs in 9 games. You can't complain about either one of these pitchers. This is going to be a close game. This game could be decided by the bullpen. Neither of these pitchers could even get the decision. I'm going to go with Seattle pulling off the win here, covering the spread, and we'll go with the over. And this game was a shootout yesterday at 4:10 p.m. The 30-20 Chicago Cubs, first place in the NL Central versus the 25-26 Cincinnati Reds, third place in the NL Central. The Reds have been hovering around 500. They're not a bad team by any means. They're starting to show some life on offense. Their offense has been up and down throughout the season. Overall, not bad, though. Pitching, very competitive. But Chicago, the best overall scoring offense in baseball. It's them, the Yankees, the Dodgers. They score a lot of runs. They have power. They have speed, and pitching has really caught on. Right now, the Cubs, a 53.8% chance to win this one. The Reds, a 46.5% chance to win. Chicago's 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 9.5. The Cubs are -120. Cincinnati Reds are +105. The Cubs in that offense, 5.9 runs per game. And they can bring that offense with them on the road. 261 average, 69 home runs, that's top 5. 63 steals, that's top 5. And only giving up 3.9 runs a game. For the Reds, they're averaging 4.5 runs a game. 241 average, 53 home runs, 52 steals. Not bad numbers at all, giving up 3.48 runs per game. The Reds have the slight edge pitching-wise. Cubs have the edge on offense. For the Cubs, they have Colin Ria going 3-0 record, 2.38 ERA so far this season. A career year for him, 41.2 innings, 32 strikeouts, not giving up very many home runs, not giving up very many walks. And Andrew Abbott going for the Reds, 3-0 record, a 1.8 ERA. Both of these guys are sub 2.4, 35 innings, 43 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher here. He's putting some guys on base with some walks, but overall, you don't want to do that versus the Cubs offense. I'm going to go with the Cubs to win this one. I'm going to go with them covering the spread, and I'm going to go with them doing the over. I could see like a 7-5 game. There might be some runs here. And what a low-scoring, close win this was for the Padres yesterday at 4:10 p.m. The 27-21 San Diego Padres, playoff caliber team, versus the 24-25, back under 500, the Atlanta Braves, also a playoff caliber team. Don't judge the Braves by the record. Started out 0-7. They've been on a tear since then, getting their best hitter back. They have their best pitcher back. Right now, the Braves, a 52.4% chance to win this one. San Diego, a 47.6% chance to win. Padres, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. San Diego, they're -125. The Braves are +105. San Diego, when they get this team fully rolling on offense, this is a dangerous lineup. Tatis Jr., he's starting to fall off, but overall, great start to the season. Manny Machado right now hitting .305. They're averaging 4.3 runs a game. 256 average, 43 home runs, 36 steals, giving a 3.5 runs per game. One of the deeper rotations / bullpen bullpens in baseball. And for the Braves, with them getting their weapons back, this team, they're going to make a run at the playoffs. 4.1 runs a game, 246 average, 51 home runs, 31 steals, 3.78 runs per game. They're starting to pitch a lot better. That team ERA is slowly starting to slide down. Right now, the Braves, they have Grant Holmes going for his career 3.7 ERA this season, 2-3 record, 4.01 ERA, 51.2 innings, 49 strikeouts, 25 walks, though. That's a walk every other inning. And for the Padres, they have Michael King going. Struck out over 200 people last season. This season, 4-2 record, 2.59 ERA, 55.2 innings, 64 strikeouts. This guy's been elite to start the season. I'm going to go with the Padres winning this one, covering the spread, but I'm going to go with the under here. But keep your eye on the Braves. They are starting to get hot right now. Then at 4:10 p.m., two teams going in completely opposite directions. The 30-19 New York Yankees, first place in the AL East, very competitive division, versus the 8-42 Colorado Rockies. It is what it is, the worst team in baseball, quite possibly a historically awful team. Right now, the Yankees, 78.5% chance to win this game. Colorado, a 21.5% chance to win. This game was surprisingly a very slow starting game yesterday, very low scoring game yesterday. So maybe that means today we are due for an offensive juggernaut. Right now, the Yankees, 3.5 run favorites. The over here is 10.5. New York, minus 340. Colorado, plus 270. Heavy favorites, perhaps setting up for the upset here, but I would say highly unlikely. Right now, the Yankees, one of the best offenses in baseball. Judge's average finally under 400, 396, 16 home runs, 44 RBIs. He is on a tear this season. Yankees, 5.6 runs a game, one of the best offenses, 259 average. First place in home runs, 84 home runs, 34 steals, gave up 3.42 runs per game. That's without Garrett Cole, and still they one of the deepest rotations in baseball. Colorado, even though they play at Colorado, they can't score runs, 3.3 runs a game, 219 average, 43 home runs, 24 steals, giving up 5.92 runs per game. Let's just round that to 6. It is equally awful. Right now for the Rockies, Kyle Freeland going 0-6 record, looking for his first win, 5.68 ERA, 50.2 innings, 41 strikeouts, 71 hits in 50 innings, putting way too many people on base. You don't want people on base when Judge comes up to bat. Max Fried going for the Yankees. He might be the Cy Young favorite right now for the American League. 6-0 record, 1.29 ERA, 62.2 innings, 60 strikeouts, going in completely different directions than the Rockies. No matter what the spread is, give me the Yankees to win this one, for them to cover the spread. That's a massive over-under, so I will go with the under, but Yankees win it handedly. And with the way the White Sox played yesterday, maybe they're looking to steal this series from the Rangers at 4:10 p.m. The 25-26 Texas Rangers versus the 15-35 Chicago White Sox. The Sox right now, 54.2% chance to win. Texas, a 45.8% chance to win. But Texas here, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. The Rangers are minus 180. The White Sox are plus 150. But you got to respect Chicago, under the radar, scrappy, competitive team. They don't score very many runs at all, but they don't have bad pitching, a lot of close losses. Right now, Texas, one of the best offenses on paper. The bats are not hitting so far. Corey Seager has been banged up the entire season. Whenever they catch fire, that's going to carry this team, but at least they have an elite pitching staff that they can rely on. 3.4 runs a game, 227 average, 54 home runs, 45 steals, giving up 3.26 runs per game. That's top 7, top 8 in baseball. For Chicago, 3.3 runs a game, 216 average, 40 home runs, 40 stolen bases, giving up 4.19 runs per game. If they had a slightly better offense, this would be a decent team. You know, they lost 121 games last season, but at least they're taking strides forward. Right now for the White Sox, Jonathan Cannon going. He has not been the issue. 2-5 record, 3.76 ERA, 55 innings, 42 strikeouts, only 6 home runs given up. Then you have Jack Leiter going. He's been up and down the whole season, but he's been a little banged up this year. 3-2 record, 4.25 ERA. He doesn't have to give up very many runs here. Texas is struggling to score. If he can keep the score low, they have a shot to win this one. 36 innings, 27 strikeouts. I'm going to go with the Rangers winning it, covering the spread. And again, I'm going to go with the under here. And guys, this is the early line. As of me making this video, keep your eye on this one. Would not be surprised if this changes early in the morning. The game 2 of the doubleheader on Fox Sports 1 at 6:35 p.m. We're going to have the 16-33 Baltimore Orioles versus the 26-26 Boston Red Sox. We already went over these team stats here. This is game 2 of the doubleheader. Whatever happened game 1, usually the complete opposite happens game 2. That's just the way doubleheaders work. If you score 15 runs game 1, you're going to score 3 runs game 2. But thankfully for the Red Sox, that might still be enough to win this one. Right now, the Red Sox, 60.6% chance to win this one. The Orioles, a 39.4%. The Orioles are the favorites here as of now. 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Right now, the Red Sox minus 100 and Baltimore is minus 120. How Baltimore is the favorite here, I don't understand that. Like I said, this is the early numbers of me making this video. Keep your eye on it. Right now, for the Orioles, when it comes to their pitching, it is undecided. We don't even have a pitcher announced. No matter who they roll out here, they're giving up 5.45 runs per game. They're going to give up some runs. Red Sox are at home, Fenway Park. Hunter Dobbins on the mound, 2-1 record, 3.62 ERA, 32.1 innings, 25 strikeouts, keeping the ball in the ballpark. I don't know how Baltimore's the favorite here, so I'm going to go with the plus 1.5. I have the Red Sox winning this one. I'm going to go with the over as well, going with that plus 1.5. And then it's 7:05 p.m. at AL East versus AL East matchup. The 25-25 Toronto Blue Jays, their offense is starting to show some life here. Very underperforming offensive for the season, but they have a lot of potential there, especially when it comes to home runs. They'll be facing off first the 24-26 Tampa Bay Rays at Steinbrenner Field, if you want to call that home field. Right now, the Blue Jays 48.7% chance to win. Tampa Bay 51.3. Toronto on the road here, 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 9.5. Toronto, they're even. The Rays are minus 120. Right now, Toronto, 4.1 runs a game. The Blue Jays are hitting 250, 44 home runs, 32 steals, giving up 4.11 runs per game. Tampa Bay kind of struggling on offense right now, 3.9 runs a game, 241 average, 44 home runs. But one thing they do is they show a lot of speed and aggression on the base pass, 67 steals. Got to find ways to generate runs. There's nothing wrong with that. 3.88 runs per game. They do have the edge pitching-wise. For the Blue Jays, they have Jose Barrios going 1-1 record, 4.19 ERA, 58 innings, 53 strikeouts. Overall, solid numbers. Just 25 walks. That's a little too many walks for 58 innings. And Shane Baz going right now for the Rays. 3-3 record, 5.33 ERA, 49 innings, 48 strikeouts. Overall, he's also had good numbers base-wise. It's just whenever someone gets on base, they are scoring. Toronto, to me, the bats are kind of hot right now. Give me the Blue Jays to win this game to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with some runs being scored. I'll go with the over. And then on Fox at 7:15 p.m., if you have the chance to watch this, it's going to be a good matchup. We have the 28-22 Cleveland Guardians, 4th place in the Central. They might be the deepest division in baseball. It's either them or the NL West. They'll be facing off first the 33-19 Detroit Tigers. What a start to the season for them. One of the best offenses in baseball and a top 6 overall pitching staff. Right now, the Tigers at home, 66.3% chance to win this one. Cleveland at 33.7. Cleveland won the game yesterday. Both of these teams are equally talented enough to pull this game off. Definitely don't underestimate the Guardians here, even though they are the underdogs. Detroit, 1.5 run favorites. The over-under here is 8.5. The Tigers, they are minus 172. The Guardians are plus 142. Right now, Cleveland, 4 runs a game, 234 average, 53 home runs, 36 steals, getting 4.12 runs per game. Detroit, very balanced when it comes to average and home runs, 5.3 runs a game, 259 average, 62 home runs. They kind of lack in speed, 20 steals here, but that's not keeping them from scoring, and they're only giving up 3.32 runs per game. That is top 6 in baseball. Right now for the Guardians, they have Luis Ortiz going 2-5 record, 4.66 ERA, 48.1 innings, 56 strikeouts. He is a strikeout pitcher, but Detroit is very good at making contact and getting on base, drawing walks. They have Casey Mize going right now, 6-1 record, 2.53 ERA. Just adds to how good this pitching's been. 42.2 innings, 35 strikeouts, only 9 walks so far in 8 games. Give me the Tigers to rebound with a win here to cover the spread, and we'll go with the over. And then on Fox, we have 2 of our bigger brands. We have the West versus East Coast matchup at 7:15 p.m. If you have a chance to watch this one, definitely watch it. The 31-19 Los Angeles Dodgers, 1st place in the NL West, the most talented roster in baseball. When they're fully healthy, still they continue to find ways to win games. They are completely banged up this season. Starting rotation injured, bullpen injured, but they're still finding ways to get runs, still finding ways to pull off wins. They'll be facing the 30-20 New York Mets. This game is going to be in Citi Field. Right now, the Dodgers 1st place in the NL West, the Mets 2nd place in the NL East. The Mets are slight fan favorites here, 50.2% chance to win this one. The Dodgers a 49.8. But again, you can make a case for either team winning it. You can make a case for the Dodgers blowing the Mets out. You can make a case for the Mets just barely squeaking by this game. Right now, the Dodgers 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5 LA. They're minus 105. The Mets are minus 115. Dodgers, great offense, 5.7 runs a game, 267 average. That's one of the highest in baseball. 81 home runs. That's just barely behind the Yankees for 1st place. 34 steals, 4.16 ERA, which is not bad considering the amount of injuries they have. And for the Mets, 1 through 3 is giving them a lot of production. 4 through 9, they're basically getting nothing from. And Soto, $765 million. We need to see some homers, need to see some production. The offense is starting to struggle. Only 1 or 2 home runs the last 12 games, 4.4 runs a game, 246 average, 53 home runs, 39 steals. But they do have the number 1 pitching in baseball, 2.82 runs per game, number 1 starting rotation, number 1 bullpen. The Dodgers have Tony Gonsolin going 2-0 record, 4.05 ERA, 20 innings, 24 strikeouts. And the Mets have David Peterson going, finished last season number 1 second half in ERA, but he's been up and down throughout his career. But so far this season, pitching well, 2-2 record, 2.86 ERA, 50.1 innings, 47 strikeouts. A lot of walks. He's got to be on point here. I'm going to go with the Mets just slightly winning this one, going with the plus 1.5, and I'll go with the under, lower scoring game. In our second to last game at 10:05 p.m., the 32-18 Philadelphia Phillies, first place in the NL East, one of the most stacked offensive rosters in baseball. If they get Bryce Harper going, this team is going to be deadly. Kyle Schwarber right now, 17 home runs. Trey Turner, Harper's that missing piece to really catapult this offense to the next level. And to me, they do have the deepest pitching rotation in baseball. As long as they're all fully healthy, they'll be facing off first the 22-29 Athletics. This game's in Sacramento, smaller park, minor league stadium. That means the potential for a lot of home runs. One thing the A's do is they hit a lot of home runs. If the Phillies are not on point pitching wise, there's going to be a lot of long balls. Phillies 66.8% chance to win. The A's 33.2% chance to win. Philadelphia right now 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 9.5. Philly, they're minus 180. The Athletics are plus 150. The Phillies come in, they're averaging 4.9 runs a game. 265 average. That's one of the best averages in baseball. 53 home runs, 43 steals, game up 3.79 runs per game. Very deep pitching staff. The A's 4.2 runs a game, 253 average, 63 home runs. They can hit the long ball. 26 steals. Where they lack is their pitching. They're giving up 5.23 runs per game. Right now, the Phillies, they have Christopher Sanchez going career 3.5 ERA this season, 4-1 record, 3.1 ERA, 49.1 innings, 59 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher. And right now, the A's, they swing a lot. They miss a lot because they're always swinging for the fences. But pitching's their issue, but it is not Jeffrey Springs' problem. He's having a great season, 5-3 record, 3.91 ERA. One of their best pitchers, 53 innings, 41 strikeouts. A lot of walks, though, 21 walks. Give me the Phillies to win this one to cover the spread, but I'll go with the under this game. And we made it to our final game at 10:07 p.m. The 19-29 Miami Marlins. Again, pitching is the issue here versus the 24-25 Angels. Pitching is also the issue here. Right now, the Angels at home, 67.5% chance to win this one. The Marlins, a 32.5. The Angels right now, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. Los Angeles, they're minus 175. Miami's plus 145. The Marlins right now, 4.1 runs a game, 247 average, 45 home runs, 42 steals. They're giving up 5.46 runs per game. That's bottom 5 in baseball. The Angels aren't that far behind them. 4.2 runs a game, 225 average, 73 home runs. That is actually top 4 in baseball. This team hits a lot of home runs. 23 steals, giving up 5.01 runs per game. Both of these teams are over 5. So there's a possibility here of there being a lot of runs scored in this game. Looking at our pitching, Cal Contra going right now for the Marlins, 3-4 record. And surprisingly, his ERA is worse than the team's ERA. 6.37 ERA, 41 innings, 29 strikeouts. He's given up 48 hits in 41 innings, putting way too many guys on base here, especially versus an Angels team. You don't want guys on base when they hit the long ball. The Angels have Jose Soriano going. Great start to his season. 3-4 record, 3.57 ERA, 58 innings, 46 strikeouts. He walks a lot of people, but he's keeping them from scoring, and only 3 home runs in 9 games. That's really good. Give me the Angels to win this one to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. Guys, that's our breakdown. That's our predictions and best bets for all of our baseball games for Saturday, May 24th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, by all means, drop it below. I will respond to every comment. If you want to join one of our member teams, click the link pinned down in the comment. And thanks for watching.